In the rugged landscapes of Scotland, where misty highlands meet rolling meadows, ancient stone circles stand as silent sentinels of a long-forgotten past. These enigmatic structures, shrouded in mystery and steeped in legend, have fascinated scholars, adventurers, and storytellers for generations. But there is one aspect of these stone circles that sets them apart from other ancient monuments, a phenomenon that defies logic and ignites the imagination. On nights of the full moon, these stones come alive, emitting strange, haunting sounds that echo through the night. This is the story of the mysterious stone circles of Scotland, and the otherworldly music they create under the lunar light. The story of the stone circles. The stone circles of Scotland have stood for millennia, their origins and purposes lost to the mists of time. Some believe they were sites of ancient rituals, astronomical observatories, or even places of ancient healing. Whatever their true purpose, these circles have been the subject of countless tales and speculations. Our journey begins in the village of Callanish on the Isle of Lewis, home to one of the most famous stone circles in Scotland. The Callanish Stones, erected around 3000 BC, are a majestic assembly of standing stones arranged in a cruciform pattern. They have long been a source of wonder, but it is the full moon that brings their most extraordinary secret to life. The first documented account of the stone's strange sounds comes from a local shepherd named Angus MacLeod in the late 19th century. Angus, a man of simple means but keen perception, would often take his flock to graze near the stones. One night, as the full moon rose high in the sky, he heard an eerie humming emanating from the circle. The sound was like nothing he had ever heard, melodic yet haunting, as if the stones themselves were singing. Intrigued and a little frightened, Angus returned the next full moon, accompanied by his son Lachlan. As the moonlight bathed the stones, the sounds began again. Lachlan described them as a chorus of whispers, rising and falling with the wind. The two men shared their story with the village, and soon the Callanish Stones became known not just for their ancient grandeur but for their moonlit serenades. Over the years, many have tried to explain the phenomenon. Some scientists suggested it might be due to the wind interacting with the stones, creating a kind of natural musical instrument. Others proposed that the stones might contain minerals that react to moonlight, generating vibrations. Yet, none of these theories could fully account for the ethereal quality of the sounds. In 1972, a team of researchers from the University of Edinburgh, led by Dr. Fiona Sinclair, undertook a comprehensive study of the stones. Using sensitive audio equipment, they recorded the sounds during several full moons. The recordings revealed complex harmonic structures, patterns that seemed too deliberate to be mere natural occurrences. Dr. Sinclair's report concluded that the phenomenon was an acoustic anomaly of undetermined origin. The mystery deepened when similar reports began to emerge from other stone circles across Scotland. At the Ring of Brodgar in Orkney, visitors described hearing low, rhythmic drumming sounds. At the Clava Cairns near Inverness, it was a series of bell-like tones. Each site had its unique auditory signature, yet all were linked by the commonality of the full moon. In the early 1980s, folklore expert and author Sumas MacGregor proposed a more mystical explanation. According to MacGregor, the sounds were the result of ancient druidic rituals, echoes of ceremonies performed thousands of years ago that had somehow imprinted themselves on the stones. He suggested that the full moon, with its strong gravitational pull, might reactivate these imprints, causing the stones to sing their ancient songs. MacGregor's theory captured the public's imagination and reignited interest in the stone circles. Tourists flocked to the sites during full moons, hoping to experience the sounds for themselves. Some claimed to hear the music clearly, while others heard nothing but the wind. Skeptics dismissed the phenomenon as mass hysteria or the power of suggestion, but those who had experienced it knew there was something more. Among the believers was a young archaeologist named Isla Campbell. Inspired by the legends and driven by a passion for uncovering the truth, Isla dedicated her career to studying the stone circles. She traveled to each site, meticulously documenting the sounds and interviewing those who had heard them. Her work led to the discovery of a previously unnoticed pattern. The sounds were most pronounced during specific lunar cycles, particularly the supermoons, when the moon is closest to the Earth. Isla's research brought her to a lesser-known stone circle in Aberdeenshire, called Sunhoney. Nestled in a secluded glen, the Sunhoney Circle had been largely overlooked by both tourists and researchers. Isla arrived on a crisp autumn evening, just in time for the rising of a supermoon. As the moon climbed higher, the air grew still. Isla stood within the circle, her recording equipment ready. The first sound was barely perceptible, a faint, pulsing rhythm that seemed to come from the ground beneath her feet. As the moonlight intensified, the sounds grew louder and more complex. They wove together into a rich tapestry of tones, each stone contributing its voice to the symphony. For Isla, it was a moment of profound connection. She felt as though she were standing at the intersection of past and present, listening to the heartbeat of ancient Scotland. The experience solidified her belief that the stone circles were more than mere monuments, they were living entities, repositories of history and memory. Isla's recordings from Sunhoney garnered international attention. Scientists, musicians, and spiritualists alike were captivated by the sounds. Some saw them as a key to understanding ancient cultures, while others viewed them as a gateway to spiritual awakening. The stone circles of Scotland had become a bridge between worlds, a source of wonder and inspiration. Despite the growing body of research, the true cause of the sounds remains elusive. The stones continue to sing under the full moon, their voices defying explanation. Perhaps that is part of their magic, the mystery that keeps us questioning, exploring, and dreaming. The ancient stone circles of Scotland are more than historical relics, they are living mysteries that invite us to look beyond the surface of the known world. The strange sounds that echo through these sites on full moon nights challenge our understanding of history, science, and the natural world. They remind us that there are still wonders in this world that defy explanation, that the past is never truly silent, and that the secrets of our ancestors are still waiting to be discovered. As we stand beneath the full moon, listening to the stones' eerie serenades, we are connected to those who came before us, sharing in a timeless experience that transcends the ages. The stone circles of Scotland continue to captivate and intrigue, their haunting melodies a testament to the enduring power of mystery. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Scotland's ancient stone circles. Until next time, remember to look up at the full moon and listen closely, you never know what secrets you might hear.